Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are SCAD's executive singing ensemble, the Honeybees. You guys, the Honeybees? Us and some friends are here to make this a commencement to remember. And on behalf of all the students, congratulations, class of 2020. So without any further ado, if we're ready, let's kick it.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. You've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got troubles and I've got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. If we stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you've got a friend in me. Whoa, yeah. You've got a friend in me.
And as the years go by,
Our friendship will never die.
you're gonna see it's our destiny. 'Cause you've got a friend in me, yeah.
Oh, you've got a friend.
You got a friend.
You've got a friend
in
in me.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Please welcome to the stage Vice President for SCAD Atlanta, Audra Pittman.
Thank you so much, honeybees, and good evening, SCAD Class of 2020. It is my honor to welcome you, your families, friends, and supporters to your graduation celebration. It feels so good to finally speak those words directly to you. I would also like to thank and acknowledge Jason Hackenworth from the SCAD Class of 2010, who created the beautiful balloon sculptures you saw at the entrance. Graduates, you have joined a mighty army of creatives like Jason. The class of 2020 secured its place in history under previously unrecognizable circumstances. Through the pandemic and up to today, you embodied one of the most essential attributes of life: perseverance. Of course, COVID-19 does not define your legacy, but it puts in clear perspective all that you are capable of. You'll carry this badge over the decades as you become the world's thought leaders and change makers. I know you'll inspire us into the future because you inspired us then and you inspire us now. Let it turn any obstacles you face into scalable walls because you are the class of 2020. Let it make you collaborators who fight for the good of the whole because you are the class of 2020. Let it color every day with hope that can be realized because you are the class of 2020. We celebrate all of you here today and every one of your classmates who are watching virtually. It is my singular honor to welcome one of your esteemed colleagues to the stage now. She was your 2020 Atlanta Excelsis Laureate, an artist, filmmaker, and entrepreneur based right here in Atlanta. Graduates and guests, please join me in welcoming to the podium Mahalia Latorchu.
Thank you, Dr. Pittman. And good evening, class of 2020. Oh, no. I said good evening, class of 2020. All right. Today is the moment that we've all been waiting for. The moment where we get to cross the stage, shake hands, and turn to our beloved family members and friends in the audience and say, "We did it!" Words cannot express how amazing it feels to finally be here in this moment. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was not ready for what COVID-19 had in store. You see, my fellow graduates, I had a plan. A very non-quarantine related plan for the spring and summer of 2020. My producing partner and fellow 2020 alum, Eric Francisco Medina, and I had just launched our film company, Anaquana Pictures. And we had dates set to film pilots and short films back to back to back. We were on the cusp of selling our very first television show, and then the unexpected happened. And everything that we had planned, organized, and meticulously curated simply just fell apart. And I was scared, and I'm sure you all were too. For many of us, our goals were sidestepped. But then I remembered something. I remembered where I was coming from. And if there's anything SCAD taught me, it's that I can conquer anything. All that's required is some bold creativity and the will to act on it. Can't film a movie? Then write. Write as if your life depended on it. Churn out scripts left and right to the point where whenever someone asks for a sample, you'll have one ready to rock and roll. No networking events? Cool. Create a podcast. Invite those who you'd love to speak to as a guest on your show. Thanks to Zoom, you can interview anyone, anywhere in the world for an hour, and you'll have unlimited access to their knowledge, and you can establish a deeper connection. And trust me, they will definitely remember you for it. Galleries aren't taking artwork. Use that time to boost your Instagram presence, further develop your brand, and start your own online business. The possibilities for artists are, by definition, endless. We admire those who break new grounds, who push the bounds of the possible, and who triumph over adversity. Just because the world had to take a break didn't mean we would or ever will. And all of these projects, these personal ventures that you guys have, share them with the rest of us. What's so great about graduating from a university like this is that you have a strong network that reaches every single corner of the world. Some of our fellow classmates hail all the way from India, China, Puerto Rico, Korea, Haiti, and so many more countries. Your work literally has an international audience. My point, fellow graduates, is this. The ability to think outside of the box is every SCAD student and SCAD alumni's superpower. Use it, harness it, and when life throws roadblocks in your way, don't stop in the middle of the road. In the immortal words of Ross Geller from Friends, pivot, pivot. Every class, every event, and every opportunity our professors and mentors have provided us has prepared us for this moment. There is nothing we can't do. Now, if you couldn't tell, I'm a filmmaker, and any good filmmaker would tell you that there are 3 phases to making a movie or a TV show. Number 1, pre-production. That's the planning stage. Number 2, production, the actual filming of the movie. And number 3, post-production, piecing the movie together. When it comes to life, I've translated those 3 things into this. Number 1, dream bold. Number 2, dream supportively. And number 3, dream intentionally. There is one last phase, however, that no one really seems to talk about. And it's this, the celebration phase. And that's what we are here to do today. We are here to celebrate our moment, our achievements, and our accomplishments. Today, give yourselves the freedom to enjoy every round of applause and every pat on the back because you did it. We all did it. And although this moment can't last forever, there's one thing that will. Once a bee, always a bee. Thank you. And now, please join me in welcoming to the stage one of our beloved film and television professors, Mr. Michael Chaney.
Thank you, Mahalia. Good evening. It's good to see you again. I saw you last year about this time. I did, but it was virtual. But now we're getting together in person, most of us anyway. Here we are. What an awesome reunion. It's a reunion, and get used to it, because as SCAD grads, you're going to be seeing each other again and again and again. There are going to be countless reunions to come. On this, you can count on. Every time I visit a film set, I see SCAD reunions. I see SCAD grads from a broad diversity of programs, a broad diversity of classes spanning decades coming together. I'm not even kidding when I tell you that this week I received a text message from a former student who was wanting to know if I knew who the AD was, another former student of mine. They were so excited to be working together, although they had graduated years apart from the same program. She was excited to let me know that there were SCAD grads getting to know one another across the industry. I see this at film festivals too. I go to film festivals, and there's always some kind of organic SCAD alumni event that happens. The SCAD grads begin to recognize one another. That was your film? Oh, wait a minute. What year did you graduate? Did you have Bear for cinematography? Man, I love that guy. I know a great show in pre-production. Let me get your contact. I know somebody in your field who could use someone like you. But filmmakers already know the importance of collaboration before going on into the industry. It's at the heart of any production. And they know that the importance of staying connected is paramount, because they're going to work together again and again and again. They've been in the trenches together. They've built trust. They've cultivated relationships, and they recognize where that comes from. But you guys know it's not just filmmakers, yeah? It's artists and designers from across SCAD's curriculum that know and understand the power of collaboration for creative problem solving. All of you here today have a special bond with every SCAD alum that has walked across the graduation stage year after year. You are part of a unique and a united family. You are part of a family of explorers and problem solvers. As artists and designers, all of you are like those philosophers that leave Plato's cave for a little bit to wander around outside, to see the world through your own lens. And you encounter other SCAD grads out there during your journey. You continue to encourage one another, to use your eyes, your ears, your heart, to observe the world in the way that artists and designers and storytellers do. And you've also encouraged one another to come back to the cave and to use your hands and your voices to report on how you have experienced the world. We're waking up from a very interesting period in our history. This last year has been replete with challenges and setbacks, but it's also provided new opportunities. And now it's time for each of you to reconnect, because you're not in this alone. You have a voice. So be brave, be bold, be daring, and know that you are family. Once again, class of 2020, congratulations and welcome home. There were a lot of your professors that wanted to speak with you tonight, but there was a cage match and two of us won. Please welcome to the podium Professor of Fashion, Sarah Collins.
Thank you, Michael. I started teaching at SCAD the first year the fashion program opened in Atlanta in 2005. As you can imagine, we had a very small class of graduates. However, that graduation has always been one of my favorite ones, even though we didn't have a commencement speaker like Whoopi Goldberg or Oprah Winfrey, or in your case, Alicia Keys. It was a small ceremony, so small that we held it in the SCAD Atlanta dining hall, the hub. The lack of huge pomp and circumstance didn't bother us, as we were all just so proud that we had done it. We had survived and thrived during a challenging year of beginning fresh, inventing a new SCAD campus. I used to joke that it was a little like the Wild West that first year. So to be able to celebrate with one another made that graduation, that class of 2006, a most special year. I have a feeling that this year's celebration may compete with that year's, as we are part of something that has never been done before. When we transitioned to virtual classes in spring of last year, it was a bit like being back in those uncharted territories of my first year. Everything was new. You were not entirely sure what was gonna happen that next week, but the challenge brought us together, and it made us feel even closer, even though we were miles apart. The class of 2020 faced unfamiliar and uncharted situations with grace and acceptance that was beyond your years. When we moved to Zoom, you jumped right in, learning new technology and how to make the most of it. When you were stuck in your dorm or your apartment or even back in your parents' house, you used what you had around you to create and innovate. When my dog threw up on my bare foot at the start of my 8 a.m. class, you didn't post that on YouTube. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. When you imagined your college graduation, I'm sure you did not see yourself sitting behind a computer while dressed in a robe and gown and probably your pajama bottoms. Normally at the end of every spring quarter, I get to give and receive goodbye hugs and promises that I will stay in touch. I get to meet parents and thank them for raising such an amazing child. I get to see the fabulous shoes the fashion students always wear and try to figure out where I can get them. I'm also a sucker for the confetti drop. It gets me every time. Being able to celebrate your accomplishments together, even if it's a year later, is so very special. The class of 2020 truly stands out not only for your talent and your hard work, but as Dr. Pittman said, your perseverance. Hold that word dear. I know in the years to come, when a person asks you when you graduated from college and you tell them 2020, you're gonna get a knowing groan. I mean, you had the honor of graduating in the year best known as a dumpster fire. This does not mark you as unlucky, however. This marks you as being tough, resilient, and ready to face all of life's challenges. I am so happy that we are able to celebrate you today with this special ceremony, an unusual ceremony, a unique ceremony, a ceremony that reflects the strength of the class of 2020. Thank you and congratulations. I'm also happy to introduce the woman who has been our leader since the beginning, a leader that has seen us through the hard times and who has exemplified the idea that creativity and hard work can overcome any problem. Please join me in welcoming SCAD founder, President Paula Wallace.
Wow, what a year this has been. We've experienced what will surely go down as one of the strangest seasons of our lives, and how especially true that is of the SCAD class of 2020. You've been battered and buffeted by the howling winds of history, and through it all, you've turned your face toward the sun. My dear bees, my hearts, we are all here in this moment together for you. Your loved ones, more than anyone, have uplifted you through these days. May I ask all the friends and family members of the SCAD class of 2020 to stand and be recognized, please. Yay! Thank you. Your families are heroes, and so are you. Years ago, like all great heroes of myth, you answered the call to lives of invention and stepped across the threshold toward adventure in your very first classes at SCAD. You met mentors and allies. You were given new tools. Luke finds his lightsaber, Dorothy her ruby slippers, and you learned the powers of research, collaboration, and storytelling. Superpowers you would need for the ultimate test. In the hero's journey, that test is called the supreme ordeal, that moment when you enter the cave and face your greatest fears. Well, I think this last year qualifies as a supreme ordeal. This class has faced an unprecedented global crisis, a plague of uncertainty. For some here today, that may have meant job offers rescinded, internships canceled, dreams put on hold for a moment. You know, throughout this year, my SCAD leadership team and I picked up the phone to call thousands of SCAD alumni. What we heard in those calls was heartache and hope. In this strangely concave season of COVID, when life turned inside out, when we lost so much, we never lost hope in the power of invention, despite limitation. Some of our best ideas evolve because of limitation. Think about it, we're creatives. We're used to creating within the limitations of the frame of a canvas, the cinematics of a game, the page limit on a script. Constraints just make us more creative. This could have been a lost year, were it not for your inner resources, cultivated from an education in imagination, in possibility thinking, in projection of ideas. We creatives have been favored because we have inquisitive hearts and myriad attributes that enable us to rise above and surmount challenges that might ground other people. We have creative minds, and our superpowers are not constrained by rules, masks, or distance. You learned your superpowers right here at SCAD. Remember studying the elements of design? Those principles that originally applied to a course in college and also apply to life? Think about line that leads the eye and gives direction. We've needed that during a year of living in a labyrinth, right? Form, organic or geometric, the harmony and balance we create in our work and in our lives are supremely important. And color. At SCAD, we rejoice in multitudinous color. Yet this year, we've been cocooned in soft grays. And we've listened to their whispers. Consider contrast, the magic of shadows that can only emerge with light. You know about these mysteries. You have earned the power of knowledge. You embody the value of your SCAD education that you use not only for making a living, but for making a life. Now, I want to ask you to do something. You've discovered surprising strength. If you've discovered some surprising strength in yourself this year, please stand up. Anybody discovered anything? Yes. If you drew unexpected encouragement from your families this year, please stand up. If you called upon your love for invention and design this year, please stand. Anybody called upon invention or designing this year? If you're a dreamer and a maker, please stand. Yes, all members of the SCAD Class of 2020, I want you to stand and be recognized for who you are. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is what heroes look like. My beautiful bees, you are my heroes. You're my family. I'm very honored to call you family. The SCAD class of 2020 has truly been tested, and you've won.
Thank you so much, President Wallace. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I am so delighted to represent the expansive staff who work on your behalf every day in the amazing SCAD Career and Alumni Success Department. And what an absolute honor it is for me to stand here before you today, the graduated class of 2020. You are now part of an illustrious and dynamic group of global creators, innovators, and world changers called SCAD alumni. And as you begin to orchestrate your next steps both personally and professionally, know that your SCAD family is always here to support your endeavors. From access to signature events like Guests and Gusto, Catalyst, and our virtual career fairs, to extensive professional networks and curated career coaching to help you prepare for the next step. Know that as a SCAD Bee, you have immediate access to an array of preeminent, lifelong alumni services that can be individually tailored to meet your specific needs. When graduates glimpse a dream job in destination cities posted on the SCAD job portal or LinkedIn, our career and alumni success team lends advice and facilitates connections. When alumni seek to transition from one creative industry to another, regionally based industry and alumni engagement leaders activate networks and recommend possibilities. And when you're preparing for those interviews, you know that you can turn to SCAD AMP's communication and visualization coaches for a one-on-one session. Those resources never cease to exist for any SCAD alumni. Professional growth experiences range from the SCAD Alumni Atelier, our artist ambassadorship endowed by our very own President Wallace, that has sponsored dozens of multidisciplinary artists, to our SCAD Pro Fund, the venture capital wing of the same SCAD Pro that many of you participated in as students, which invests in new ventures by SCAD alumni, helping them scale fast and solve business challenges through innovation by design. Just think, if you're with a company that you feel could participate in SCAD Pro, pitch the assignment and become their SCAD Pro liaison, because more often than not, when leading edge companies travel to our campus, they send their finest creative leaders and their SCAD alumni, just like each and every one of you. And if you're thinking you'd like to advance your credentials or further your course of study with a master's degree, SCAD's expansive and ever-growing course catalog and academic departments provide endless opportunities. And for every art medium, SCAD is your advocate. We advance the careers of fine arts alumni through SCAD Art Sales, our full-service art consultancy that features student, faculty, and alumni work and currently represents over 300 alumni artists. And then there's Shop SCAD. Your work can reach an international audience in a boutique setting. SCAD Museum of Art, the dedicated alumni gallery space, is the ideal place to launch an exhibition of your own. So please contact these entities, start the conversation, and get your work represented as a cherished alumni. SCAD is also your strongest PR and networking firm. When you win an award or you attain a milestone in your career, our university recognition staff will help amplify your story. Returning to participate in and even speak at SCAD signature events helps to broaden your contacts and reach new audiences. Your former professors, department staff, and coaches are all valuable references just for you. Ask them to be application references for recommendation letters and continued guidance. You can even reconnect with fellow alumni year after year at the annual Après SCAD gathering in Lacoste. Now I know, that's a lot to process, but it's a testament to the sheer volume of engagement opportunities that you have as a very valued and prized alumni. So what's the best way to learn more about how these resources can best serve each and every one of you? Talk to us at Career and Alumni Success. SCAD was your home for many years, and we are still as supportive for your careers and ambitions than ever before. And it doesn't stop with the turning of a tassel. It only grows stronger. So thank you, congratulations, and I hope to see you soon.
Hello, I'm Honor Bowman, Chair of Fine Arts, and it is my great privilege to present today's first degrees to the SCAD Class of 2020 Outstanding Graduates and Academic Achievement Award winners. Please come forward as your name is called, and we ask the audience to please hold your applause until all degrees are presented. Victoria Renee Ballard, Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, Atlanta. Jakishan Patel, summa cum laude, Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, Atlanta. Congratulations. We will now present Master of Architecture, Master of Urban Design degrees, and Master of Fine Arts. Please come forward as your name is called, and we ask that you hold your applause until the degrees are presented. Wuwesh Jarish Bukshi. Michael Raymond Bolger. Akil Deva. Caitlin Rochelle Emery. Hei Yun Kim. Tong An Ho. Eric Francisco Medina. Numrata Anil Chore. Congratulations to our Master of Architecture, Master of Urban Design degrees, and Master of Fine Arts degree recipients.
I'm Judy Salzinger, Associate Chair of Advertising and Branded Entertainment. We will now present Master of Arts degrees. Please come forward as your name is called, and we ask the audience to please hold their applause until all degrees are presented. Ready? Nicholas Palermo. Natasha Carmel Sequara. Brittany Lee Singleton. Khadijah Camille Sykes. Darius Horatio Todd. Brianna Simone Wallace. Christian Thomas Chambers. Sebastian Vanega Ruiz. Uliana Dino. Tatiana Faraya Thichunk. Fatima Manor. Derek Gerard Griffin. Fengwei Go. Antoinette Hassoun, Janora Marie Haynes, Michael Joseph Krasik, Rajan Benton Langston, Kristen Lotto, Jason Taylor Lyons, Jennifer Taylor Matthews, Ashley McCants, Ajalon Kumaria, Lakeisha McNeil, Lazare Rick Christopher Middlebrooks, Asra Salim, Lachelle Shanice Robotham, Mary Claire Sanders, Chorag Praveen Chundra Shah. Congratulations to our Masters of Arts degree recipients.
I'm Ted Michalowski, Professor of Illustration. We will now present the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree. Please come forward as your name is called. Tiffany McAllister. Adrian Firma, magna cum laude. Leasia Jones. Autumn Marie Klein, magna cum laude. Selena Basadre, summa cum laude. Rena Abulejne. Nia Jean Aker, summa cum laude. David Alejandro Aguila Pedron, cum laude. Chantel Janae Aiken. Vanessa Marie Alvarado Barrios. Melissa Amanda Marie Oman, summa cum laude. Daniela Jaili Aduho Anchando. Ana Cristina Omante Erugan, magna cum laude. Alexa Orostegui. Sapna Badan. Elena Michelle Bacchus. Stephanie Verhelst. Fiona Banks, cum laude. Sherilyn Anita Beckham. Carlos Andres Bernal Zaruk, cum laude. Alyssa Leslie Blaylock. Alexis Bonuso, magna cum laude. Anna Maria Brady, cum laude. Taylor Alexandria Brand, cum laude. Tori Ann Breslin, summa cum laude. Andrew James Bretnell, cum laude. William Tyler Brewer, cum laude. Sarah Kate Brindisi, summa cum laude. Emily Hope Briggs. Nia Brooks, magna cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Brown, summa cum laude. Mariana Alexis Brown. Jessica Weston Burns, summa cum laude. Maria Ann Burns. Caitlin Margaret Cahill. Alessandro Canedo Gomez, cum laude. Leslie Nicole Castablanco. Veronica Sapita Samer, cum laude. Hannah Manning Chan, summa cum laude. Shaquania DeVay Chappelle. Victor Chavez. Chelsea Diana Diaz Garcia, cum laude. Alexandra Cup Brias Cohicha. Ashley Rose Cornett, magna cum laude. Andrea Jimena Cortez Taseco. Carson Nicholas Cox, summa cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Cox. Anne Marie Cressy. John Carlos Defonte, summa cum laude. Suvani Devai, magna cum laude. Robert Carey Deason. Catherine Hope Dizelle, magna cum laude. Catherine Diaz Villegas, summa cum laude. Phelan Jimmy Nicole Donaldson. Genesia Isabai Duque Gomez, magna cum laude. Zachary Malachi Eds, cum laude. Savannah Claire Emery, cum laude. Ansley Caroline Engwall. Lucy Fiororo Mero, summa cum laude. Claire Elizabeth Eubanks, cum laude. Yara Soares Faria, cum laude. Brenna Gail Feist, cum laude. Stephanie Nicole Fellas, summa cum laude. Kayla Micha Felty, summa cum laude.
Hello, I'm Ashwin Inamdar. I'm a professor of animation here at SCAD. We'll continue presenting our Bachelor of Fine Arts degrees. Bridget Ann Ferry, cum laude. Caitlin Michelle Sobetsky. Sophia Yvonne Gambino, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Mildred Garcia. Ian Michael Gardner, cum laude. Brooke Alexandra Garnett. Remington Sheldon Glisson. Courtney Brianna Goins. Emily Connie Gold. Claudia Sofia Gonzalez Bonet, cum laude. Catherine Alexis Patrick. Megan Elizabeth Grishaw, magna cum laude. Cheng Liu. Zidi Xu. Lydia Asmerom Hall. Brooklyn Elizabeth Hammond, magna cum laude. Taya Dominique Harris. Catherine Grace Hearns, magna cum laude. Ashley Morgan Hedgepeth. Madison Lynn Henry, cum laude. Erin Michaela Henson. Kennedy Ann Hodges, summa cum laude. Kenna Brooke Holmes. Mackenzie Ray Hooks, summa cum laude. Miranda Grace Kasinger. Kamisha Kareem. Cassidy Teresa Ann Kelly. Taylor Alexandria Key, magna cum laude. Natalie Elizabeth Court, cum laude. Hannah Catherine Coons, cum laude. Luca Rose Lafair, cum laude. Zoe Alexandra Landron, cum laude. Anya Law, cum laude. Willa Francis LaBerry. Ivan Liu, cum laude. Lisbeth Laura, cum laude. Vincent John Madison. DeYoung Ming. Lily Claire Mallon. Giovanni Marcelo Tura, cum laude. Jocelyn Martinez, cum laude. Miranda Noel Mastanges. Priscilla Stephanie Mora Cordero. Conrad Peter Maxwell Giroux. Sandra Carolyn McCoy. Lydia Rose McDaniels, summa cum laude. Julia Rose McKinney, cum laude. J. Elizabeth McLeod, summa cum laude. Dana Juliana Palacio, cum laude. Terani Erilyn Milks. Devin Gregory Parker. Jada Monique Moan. Jawan Donovan Morning. Jolie Elizabeth Nadeau, magna cum laude. Najibe Nassar Reyes. Roberta Nicastro, summa cum laude. Gianna Patrice Noel. Morgan Sabrina McNaughton. Maria Alejandra Olaveria Mellet. Livia Schumann, summa cum laude. Journey P. Olson, magna cum laude. Brianne Ria Olson, cum laude.
Continuing with our Bachelor of Fine Arts degrees. Oriana Padrón Blanco, magna cum laude. Alejandro Hector Pugan, cum laude. Madison Elizabeth Park, summa cum laude. Courtney Lee Peplin, magna cum laude. Carly Esther Perry. Nikwe Monique Peterman. Francesca Marie Policiano, magna cum laude. Martha Haley Porter, cum laude. Marissa Marie Robertson, cum laude. Gabriela Joita Robinson, summa cum laude. Emily Faith Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Mariana Rodriguez Rubio, summa cum laude. Amana Rush, magna cum laude. Brianna Ashley Ryan. Marissa Nicole Ryder, magna cum laude. Kiera Nicole Sadler. Shaquille Dante Sadler, cum laude. Gabriela Nicole Sasitha, magna cum laude. Lily Jean Shapiro. Ana Maria Schreiber, summa cum laude. Andrea Shercy Marrero, cum laude. Kira Scott, summa cum laude. Sydney Lauren Sebron, cum laude. Lauren Alexis Sheldon, summa cum laude. Megan Christina Shirley, magna cum laude. Andrew Dennis Soleri, magna cum laude. Sophia Louise Spade, summa cum laude. Jacqueline Michelle Span. Ashley Shea Stucker, summa cum laude. Allison Harley Surratt. Shelley Alfina Sortentu, summa cum laude. Erica Sochi Tolinchi. Grace Ann Owens Thus, summa cum laude. Maura Ann Triplet, magna cum laude. Amy Diane Tooley. Ariana Carolina Vignier, magna cum laude. Anne Jane Vetter. Christine Marie Viverka, summa cum laude. Valentina Alina Vitrian Ferrio, summa cum laude. Vanessa May Wall. Nakomi Samantha Warren. Sirika Amani Weaver. Sarika. Xiu Yin, cum laude. Jillian Grace Winner, magna cum laude. Naya Simone West, cum laude. Peyton Samantha Wheeler, cum laude. Anna Lee Wyndham. Stephen Cass Weidel, Jr. Victoria Ann Williams, summa cum laude. Courtney Julianne Yap, summa cum laude. Carly Glenn York, cum laude. Kamini Tikana Zion, cum laude. Catherine Joy Zierton. Congratulations to all of our Bachelor of Fine Arts degree recipients.
Continuing with our Bachelor of Fine Arts degrees, we now present our Bachelor of Art degrees in the names of our alumni attending virtually. Blake Edward Kanan. Caroline Marie Pelias. Aaron Roby, magna cum laude. Mark Marcian Sweeney, summa cum laude. Tanya Laboon, magna cum laude. Aaliyah Danielle Williams, magna cum laude. Those alumni not attending in person but virtually: Hanouf Gaith Aldossery, DJ McIntosh, Bing Wang, Phoebe Cochran, Alberto Uriel Cuadra del Carmen, Justin Friedrichsen, Nora Long, Chen Wang, Jeffrey Paul White, Agrim Balvier Jain, Agustinoye Martinez, Malaya Raquel Biendocho, magna cum laude. Courtney Marie Brewer, summa cum laude. Rochelle Janelle Bryan, Casey Eileen Cannon, cum laude. Che Ching Chan, cum laude. Marina Duarte Sadia, cum laude. Adenike Elizabeth Florenzo. Emma Habrel, summa cum laude. Anna Henson. Brittany Regal Hopkins. Courtney Howard, magna cum laude. Madison Kate Kimony, cum laude. Mara Christine Malloy. Angela Lynn Martin, summa cum laude. Vivian McCone, summa cum laude. Clara Lane Miller, summa cum laude. Diana Naughton, summa cum laude. Holly Partridge. Grace Carolyn Pickett, cum laude. Olivia Walls Prohaski. Monica Saba. Kaylee N. Stoneburner. Will Robert Swisher. Gabriella Vanessa Wyke, magna cum laude. Catherine Adams, cum laude. Cassandra Halava. And of course, our Excelsius laureate, Mahalia Latorchu. Congratulations to all of our Bachelor of Art degree recipients, our virtual attendees, and to the entire class of 2020. Have a beautiful Memorial Day weekend with your friends and your family. And a big thank you to being here today. Remember, bring it home. Once a bee, always a bee.